Findlay Market was started in 1852 is when construction started on the Market House, and it opened for business in 1855 and has been continuously operating in that same building ever since. My name is Joe Hansbauer, and I am the President and CEO of the Corporation for Findlay Market. You have a market merchant community, and in many ways those merchants are competitors. They are trying to, in many cases, sell products that are very similar to each other. But there's a sense of loyalty to each other and to the customers to make sure that if a customer is coming to market and looking for a particular item that a market merchant doesn't sell, they want to make sure that they're finding that product in the market.
My name is Jeff Gibbs. I own Gibbs Cheese here in Findlay Market. Who knows what the first time I came to Findlay Market? I'm sure I was down here, I'm sure somebody threw me on a scale when I was a baby to see how much I weighed. I mean, there was no first time for me. I have been here my entire life. My family's been in markets since the 20s. My business is 5 generations old, and I've been working in Findlay Market since I was 11. So it's my life. What makes me do what I do every day? I mean, like as any family business owner will tell you, it's part of your blood, it's the only thing you know how to do. Someplace along the line, I always knew that I was going to be owning the cheese shop. It was in my blood. The reason I do what I do is I love entertaining people. I love feeding them. I mean, I'm channeling my mother. I mean, you couldn't walk out of my mother's house unless she fed you. Even in this neighborhood's worst times, the market has always been an island of sanity. The activity pushes away the bad people. The market's an active, vital place. I mean, even on a day today, the record cold wave of January 2019, it's -6 degrees outside. There's still people in the market house shopping today.
Being a part of Findlay Market is something that it's fantastic. The whole feel of the market is really unique, and it's different from what you'll find in just about any city anywhere else. The combination of different shops, between cheese shops, meat shops, bakers, and specialty food shops, all in one place is pretty unusual. You might see places like New York that have all the things that we have here, but they're rare to have them all in one spot. A little over 26 years ago was the first time I came to Findlay Market. I walked, and the smells and the sounds, it was on a Saturday, and it was just buzzy. There were people everywhere. It was unbelievable, the selections of things from sausages, cheeses, and all at one spot. It was almost overwhelming at first. What I do every day is something special to me. I get to meet one-on-one with customers. I've worked in multiple different areas of the wine business, and this by far is my favorite way of doing things. Actually talking with people about wines, about what they're doing, but getting to know the customers as well. And it's the market kind of brings that out. There's always people moving around. The streetcar has definitely been part of that. We see people getting on and off the streetcar, particularly at busy times during the day, and that's really helped evolve the residency of the area, where it used to be that it was a very small amount of people lived in this neighborhood. Now there is a lot more people who live here. So on a daily basis, through the week, we're able to get a lot more customers rather than just being strictly a weekend market. If you are someone who enjoys good food and lots of different styles of food, then this is the one place that you can find everything you want, again, with talking to people who know about what they're selling.
My name's Josh Lillis. I'm a general manager down at Eckerlin Meats, family-owned business since 1852. To be a part of Findlay Market is more than just being a old-fashioned butcher shop. It's really being part of the neighborhood, being part of people's families. We still have a lot of customers whose mothers shop here, whose grandmothers shop here. It's kind of a way of life. It's a family-owned and operated business that we are, and we feed the families in the neighborhoods in town. So it's really important. There's a lot more to it than just a simple butcher shop or deli. It's got a lot more family roots, especially in this part of downtown. I do this every day. This is part of my life. It's what I know. It's my second nature. It's in my blood. It's what my family's always done. So it's kind of second nature to me. It's something that makes me happy. I'd say anybody who's nervous or on the fence about coming down to the market, they need to give it a shot. You know, it has a lot of good, rich history of you know, what made Cincinnati and over the Rhine area a great place to live. Not just is, so currently is a great place to live. I would definitely say if you haven't been down, give it a shot. You know, being part of the neighborhood, this is my role and this is what I do for not only Eckerle Meats, but for Findlay Market and for Over the Rhine in Cincinnati.
My name is Kate Zaydan, and I am the second generation owner and operator of Dean's Mediterranean Imports. Today, now that I run the shop, I really feel like Findlay Market to me is my community. Not just the community of vendors and the people that make up the nice mix of products and vendors that we have here at Market, but the surrounding community as well. My store is an ethnic shop, and so I get to sort of source different products from all around the world. I'm constantly looking for new things, trying new things. I love that part. I love the research of like finding out new products. The way that customers interact at Findlay Market is so different than a traditional grocery store. You're not a faceless person at Findlay Market. You're not a number. We will never have a self-checkout. The idea is that you're building relationships with your vendors, and you know, I know my customers. I know their names. I know what they like. I source the products that they're after. I think about, oh, I think this person would really like this product, and I make sure to tell them when I see them. That's what I get from Findlay Market, and that's why I think people shop here when they could go anywhere. So I really see my role as connecting with my customers, building relationships. I try to treat every person I meet as a new opportunity to make a connection. How to really build something new and grow their businesses, stay competitive in a really competitive marketplace. I mean, we're selling food. It's slim margins. They're not easy businesses to run, and so I love that part of it as well. If you've never been to Findlay Market and you live in Cincinnati, or even if you're just visiting, I cannot recommend it enough. What you will find is a beautiful cacophony of colors and flavors and smells and tastes and textures. It is such a unique place. If you love food, it's a great place to come and explore new ingredients, beautiful, you know, different cuts of meat, fresh fish, fresh produce. You know, there's such a range of wonderful items you can get here. Or even just to come and people watch. It's a great place to just come and catch the vibe. Sit and have a glass of beer at the beer garden and just people watch.
My name is Ashley Stewart. I am Colonel D's son, so I am now part owner. Being a part of Findlay Market is actually really awesome. There's so much history down here.
I see Findlay Market as almost, it's as cliche as it might sound, the heart of the city.
Some people have been shopping here for 60 years and it goes family after family.
As far as all of our culture, deep German roots, what I do every day here in the shop is, I mean, it's a pleasure for me. I can talk spices all day long. So I always like to joke with people that, you know, this is an adult candy shop, and you go around the corner to Artichoke, it's a kitchenware shop, that's an adult toy store. And so I do it because I enjoy it.
The market has kind of changed from not just a shopping place, but you can have lunch here, there's bands, they have events now, and so it's kind of a place to go rather than just a place to shop, which is really nice.
The benefit that Findlay Market has is, you know, a century and a half of authenticity. You can't recreate that, you can't make that, you can't invest in that. And so what I do every day is to make sure that as we march into the future, is that there's a place in Cincinnati for Findlay Market, not only to exist, but to grow and thrive and really be a showcase for our community.